What's up, people of YouTube? F-Man Critic back, and so we're in the last day of this week's Christmas. Well, actually, because since I go to school, I like to do the last week before I break up for Christmas break. I like to review movies during that week, and today is the last day we do it this year. So I guess you could say this review is the last movie to take place in 2021. So, Jingle All the Way, a movie starring Arnold. As you may know him as one of the Terminators, as Arnold's greatest roles in the world. But in this movie, he's not a cybernetic android, or who was sent back to kill, protect, whatever it is something that has to do with John Connor. No, said he plays as a normal dude named Howard. Is it called that? Who's a real workaholic. But he sometimes neglects his son on his activities. Like this one was the last straw, actually. Like this one, this time he had to miss Jamie's karate graduation. And you all may know this kid. It has the dude who was in a certain Star Wars movie that certain Star Wars fans don't like. Like The Phantom Menace. Anyway, when Arnold came in, he realized the hole was empty. He's too late. Then he meets his neighbor, who I just generally doesn't like in this movie. Throughout the movie, he's always trying to seduce his wife. Throughout the movie, whatever it is, he's always trying to seduce his wife, which he just delights and likes to mock the husband for it. It's like eating his cookies and complimenting the wife's baking. Point is you better put that cookie down. Because I swear I hate this guy. Because again, he makes me sick. Trying to bang his neighbor's wife. He already has a child. Does he want to get arrested for sexual harassment, then put his child through foster care? Whatever. Point is, he really feels bad. Anyway, he really feels bad for missing out on Jamie's karate graduation. So he wants to get him an early Christmas present, which is a Turbo Man doll, the hottest toy to be out that time of year. Yeah. I mean, if his dad gives him a Turbo Man doll this Christmas, he'll stop being mad at him and forgive him. I mean, I know a lot of people say Jamien's a bit of a brat, but to be honest with you guys, if my mother, neglected me or ever didn't show up to any of my stuff, I would totally, be mad at her. And if she, I mean, that's how kids are. I mean, when it comes to kids, they get mad at their parents and, if their parents promise them to give them this, that's how kids are, Personally, I feel like Jamie's relatable in this movie. Like, he's angry at his dad for missing out, and he just, he loves karate and his Turbo Man doll. That's it, So anyway, throughout the movie, Arnold goes through a crazy montage of going to toy store to toy store or trying to get a Turbo Man, but he's never going to succeed. He does meet up a bunch of criminal mall Santas, though, and beat the living crap out of them, which I'm not going to lie is my favorite part in the movie. Oh, that and the parade scene. Anyway, he has a little bit of a argument with his son, and, it feels bad, and point is he just doesn't want his son to end up as an alcohol, because he imagined his son pretended to be the actor that Seabad's in. Oh yeah, did I mention that Seabad's in this movie? And he plays as and he plays as a crazy male dude who wants to get a Turbo Man doll for his kid. Let me tell you though, he just won't stop bothering poor Arnold in this movie. I'm telling you. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I know a lot of people don't like this movie because it's just weird and annoying and just downright don't make sense. Like, for once in the parade scene, apparently that Turbo Man suit had an actual jetpack. Or when the mailman had an actual bomb, none of these guys died. And I have to say, and this is actually my response. I'm not gonna lie. You see where the bomb goes off and then we're dead? It cracks me up. It reminds me of Home Alone, okay? And the jetpack, sure, that needs a good explaining, but it's just a movie. Where Arnold plays in an action role. I mean, we like it best when Arnold is in action roles, am I right? I would love a little logic to that, but still, it's just a Christmas movie, man. Anyway, so, let me get the picture. Ah, crap, wrong one. Which one is it? Anyway, he gets mistaken as an actor / stunt performer, and dresses up as Turbo Man, which is a parade thing the town does, where you see he gets chosen to be Turbo Man and gives a Turbo Man doll to any of the kids in the audience, and of course he picks his child. And and then the male dude comes back and dressed up as Turbo Man's villain, who's basically trying to get the son, which, in other words, the kid is basically risking his life for a piece of plastic. To be fair, again, he is just a kid. Let's just cut him some slack. I mean, let's just be honest here. If you were kids and you wanted a toy, and, it's either your life or your toy. Plus, the kid's like, what, 6, 7? Of course he would, choose a toy over his life. Anyway, his dad saves him in the end, and it's kind of a touching moment where the kid feels sorry about, because he thinks his dad is angry at him, and, his dad's not really angry at him, and he does love him, and the boy decides to give the Turbo Man doll to the male dude for his son because he figures he doesn't need that. He's got the real thing at home. And I even love that Arnold's creepy neighbor got punched and had a drink spilled in his face. Ace, yay! So that was us. Let me get the poster. Oh, sorry. Jingle All the Way. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Jingle All the Way because it's weird, but I generally liked it. I didn't hate it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Sure, there's some scenes don't add up, and sure, it gets a bit repetitive every time when, Arnold tries to get a Turbo Man doll, and, but there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't suck. I genuinely like Arnold in this scene. Outside of the Terminator franchises, I generally love him in this position, trying to, make his son happy, it's kind of sweet, Oh, and then again, they make a sequel later, but this time without Arnold, but this time with Larry the Cable Guy. Jesus, I wonder how that turned out. The only scene I didn't like in the movie is when Arnold was trying to get these bouncy balls, and this child gets one and puts it in her mouth just to taunt him, and doesn't give it to him. And then when Arnold tries to get it, he gets mistaken for a pedophile. I just kind of hated that scene. Like, the girl gets away with that. Like, I genuinely wanted to see that girl give him his ball back. Yeah, I mean, taking things from adult Matt and isn't what Santa is up for. Anyway, other than these minor scenes like the neighbor, the little girl, I generally like the Jingle All the Way. I mean, I don't hate it. Didn't suck. All I'm saying is, go give it a watch. Well, shut up your kids for an hour and a half, and it's an alright movie to watch during the holidays. Anyway, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a good movie. I give it a watch. Anyway, this review shout out goes to this dude right here. What does he do? He's fascinated with movies. Like sometimes like to reenact them, sometimes like to follow the logic. Sorry, my elbow's a little itchy. But my most favorite part on the channel is when he does like, can you survive these movies? Like, look at it. He's got like Back to the Future, Die Hard, Alien. And he shows us the scientific fact if you can survive. Go give his channel a watch. Anyway, this is where I tell you to like, subscribe, hit notifications, and I hope you guys have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Bye.